guys. We'll get started in a little bit. How's our audio sound if anybody's on there?
They still haven't. We got a little bit of a delay apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe it will actually start at. Oh, no, we're live.
It's our first time, guys. Is there anybody in there? Do people like us?
We're buffering a little.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Got a wide angle. Can I change the camera? What's this do?
Are we looking good?
Yeah, but we're on like super wide angle.
Oh.
So they can't even really see the marshmallow.
Alright, we're just making some adjustments while Charlie is. I'm getting this poking stick ready for a marshmallow.
Hello, Adventure to Anywhere.
Oh, hey guys!
It's hard to hear you when you're by the fire. Okay, we'll switch microphones.
Alright, this is all trial and error, so thank you for the feedback on that, guys. I just hope you guys can still hear the crackling of the fire when we do this.
Yeah. Look how far away we are, though.
We are kind of far away. You guys want us to come a little closer somehow?
Well, we'd have to bring them closer.
Okay. Hang tight, guys. I think we can do this.
I'll do that. Here. You just tell me when.
Okay.
Actually, I'll do it. All right, you're going to have to move that.
Okay. Okay. Hang tight, guys. Don't mind us.
Actually, I'll do it. There we go. All right, you're going to have to move that.
Okay. Don't mind us. Oh, good. How do you guys like your marshmallows?
Adventure Anywhere says they can smell it.
Nice. And you can hear it? Oh, good. How do you guys like your marshmallows?
Oh, yeah. We sound good now.
Good. Okay, I'm going to turn this down.
Well, I'd still like to hear us.
That should be good. Okay.
Hi. We're new at this.
Okay.
Whoa. It's gonna get me.
Okay. I think we are set. Okay. My mom is asking how does she comment?
You click on the live chat thing in the middle.
Yeah, so Mom, there's a live chat button in the middle above this or below us, and you click on that, and then you can talk to us.
Can you hear us okay? Do we sound good?
I think so. Okay. One more check. Let us know if you can hear us okay. And if you guys can hear us okay, we're going to get going.
It was just dumping down rain. maybe 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tell me what the comments say because I'm not gonna pass the phone back.
So, sound is good. Sandy says, yep, adventure to anywhere. Speaking of adventure to anywhere, I'm gonna give them a little bit of a spotlight right now. Brad is an author, and he just issued his second book. So, Brad, if you want to put in the comments the details on where people can go check that out, that would be awesome.
Okay, the wind shifted.
Yeah, so we're gonna have some s'mores. I like my s'mores, like, I like to like patiently cook them, and then as soon as they're like perfect, then I burn them, and that's the way it goes. But
Here, while you're doing
yeah,
that,
you handle that, and I'll
I'll handle this.
the marshmallow. And I already need to move back. So we're in Colorado right now. What town are we by?
I don't know. We're close to it's Salida. Is it Salida or Salida?
And oh, I'm feeling the smoke in my eye.
Poncha
Springs.
Poncha Springs.
And we actually met a hobbit here. It was hilarious. We got some respectful B-roll of him. You went into the store to get ice.
Oh yeah, I went into the store to get some ice, and this guy had this like staff with this mound on top, and it had like these giant crystals and like gold rings, and it had like every single gemstone that you could imagine on there. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was sitting in the car and I could see it just like blinging in the sunlight. It was super cool.
Oh, hi Taryn.
Oh, is Taryn on?
Yes.
Taryn's our biggest fan. Hi, Taryn. I'm glad that you can join us today. We did put a marshmallow on a stick for you. So, and for everybody else here viewing, I'm amazed that people showed up. So thank you guys. It's doing a live is kind of an unknowing thing. It feels a little weird, I guess. I feel a little bit out of my element. But the fact that people showed up to watch us is amazing, and that we can see you guys in like real time, because our videos are what, like 2 months behind?
2 months behind now. We've caught up a little bit. We were about 3 or 4 months behind, but that's because we filmed like 63 videos in 3 months, and yeah, now we have to kind of slow down a little bit.
Yeah. So we've been in Colorado for a while, which you guys probably don't know. Our Patreons know. They know where we're at pretty much every couple days. We update our friends on Patreon. But yeah, we've been in Colorado for quite some time, and it's been very livable here, except the weather is crazy. But we've seen so many cool thunderstorms and rainbows. We actually, as soon as we were getting the camera set up, there was a huge rainbow, like just right up there.
There's still a little one on the back over there.
Oh yeah. But so seeing rainbows all the time is amazing, and you know, it's like how I would think Hawaii would be like, seeing rainbows all the time. But you can see them here all the time.
In the past like 2 weeks straight, we've had like really intense thunderstorms every day, but they only last for like half an hour. It's not like Washington rain that lasts for months.
That smoke sucks.
I know the wind kind of shifted on us.
Yeah, I just need to move. But so, we didn't really have anything planned for doing a live. We just kind of wanted to get comfortable in front of the camera going live, and be really awkward, like running away from the smoke while we talk to you guys. But we also wanted to answer some questions from you guys as well. So if you have questions, we just did a video on our day in the life, and it was a really real day in the life. We didn't hide our dirt, we didn't hide our mess.
Our socks.
Yeah, or our socks. And we thought maybe some questions would arise from that. And so if you have them, put them down in the comments and we'll try and capture them.
Yeah, it really is beautiful here. We're actually kind of we're in a forest, but right behind you guys, there's a bunch of aspens, and then right behind the aspens, it's just a field of sagebrush. So it's kind of cool how it goes from forest to aspen to sagebrush over there.
Yeah, it's a very cool landscape. And like being up so high in elevation, like if you just walk slightly up a hill, you're winded.
Yeah,
I mean, normally I can be that way, but like it's serious here.
Yeah,
like,
we're 9,100 feet right here, so it's pretty high.
Yeah.
Miles in my boots says hi.
Oh, hey guys.
How's it going?
You know, if you guys see in the comments any other YouTube channel names, I can already tell Adventure to Anywhere is here, Miles in My Boots is here. I don't know who else is here, but if you've commented, your name will show up. We definitely vouch for any of those channels. They put a lot of effort into their channels and it's really high quality stuff. And behind the screen is amazing people. So it's always good to support other people that that you like. So yeah. Do we get any questions?
Not yet.
Come on, you guys, give us questions.
Remember, they're behind.
Oh yeah.
So like,
Oh, okay.
it's about 20 seconds.
Is that normal to have a 20-second delay on a live, or is
Yes,
it because
that's
we're out
normal.
here in the boonies? It's weird.
We got questions now.
Okay.
How do you cook when the weather is bad?
Oh, yeah. So when the weather's bad, we eat sandwiches.
If it's bad in the morning, we have cereal for breakfast.
The Instapot.
Oh yeah, the Instapot is also good. If we have enough battery power, we'll use the Instapot to make some rice or beans, and then we'll have that. But there's really not a lot we can do in bad weather, except wait it out in the van.
Yeah.
Whew.
This was my worry, is that the smoke was gonna do this
Yeah.
when we did our live.
But yeah, for most of the time, we just we keep a couple of bad weather meals with us. Oatmeal, make oatmeal in the blender with some milk, and it'll be cold. Your mom still says she cannot comment.
I'm sorry, Mom. As long as you can watch, I'm happy with that. That's awesome that you're here with us, Mom. Thank you so much.
Deanne asks, have we had anyone bother us? No. Well, I mean, aside from when we camp in public places, there's people that love to camp really close to us, and sometimes that, bothers us, but we haven't had anybody actually like intimidate us or anything like that.
I just ran over the shovel.
That's okay. There's a lot of smoke. Yeah, these long pauses as we read is kind of weird because it's distracting me. I got ADD really bad, so when I listen to this and hear myself like 20 seconds behind, I'm like, oh, okay, and then that's what the awkward pause is about anyway.
I hope people are counting how many times I've had to move my chair. The smoke is so bad.
Oh, Miles in My Boots has never had marshmallows.
You've never had marshmallows? Well, I don't want to disappoint anybody because I know most of our friends are not vegan, but these are vegan marshmallows because Marshmallows do have what's the word I'm looking for? Um, uh, it's like beef fat, like glycerin,
Gelatin.
gelatin. Yes.
Horse hooves.
Is that?
Isn't that horse hooves? I don't know.
I don't know.
Doesn't
But
matter.
it's an animal product, so it's
So
typically in marshmallows.
So Jay
But these ones
asked
do not.
what we had for breakfast. Well, I usually cook breakfast, and I usually make like breakfast tacos, which is really just tacos, but they're for breakfast. So I cut up potatoes.
It was really good this morning.
Yeah, I cut up potatoes. We have tofu because we don't eat meat. And tofu is just like meat. You just flavor it however you want it. What else do we have in it? Bell pepper, onion, cabbage in a tortilla. And that's pretty much breakfast a lot of the times.
Anything we can
'Cause
shove in a tortilla.
Yeah, anything we have in a tortilla is great.
Yeah.
So Deanne asks, have people started to recognize you out there? Like, are you becoming famous?
Let's see. We had those people at the hot spring that said that they thought they knew who we were,
Yeah.
but we haven't really had anybody really like say, hey, that's Liz and Charlie from the Adventure Closet. So not
Yeah,
yet.
Not yet.
That'll be cool though. That'll be really cool. I hope that day comes. I think that marshmallow is actually roasting.
It probably is.
Did you want one?
No, I'll have one later.
I'm
Jay
gonna have
asks,
another because I'm like don't know what to do with myself. So I'm going to make another marshmallow.
how's my back? I threw my back out a couple months ago. You guys have not seen that video yet because we haven't gotten there in our timeline yet. All of our videos are in order except for that one we did with one adventure at a time. And my back, I was bedridden for about a week in the van, which was not fun. I watched The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and stuff because there was nothing else to do. But my back has been a lot better. Every once in a while it gives me a little issue, but it's probably 95% better now.
You've lost a little bit of weight being on the road too. We both have actually, and I think that helps too. I mean, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I would say that probably will help.
Yeah, we eat a lot more simply now, and I think the lifestyle of like we get to a new spot and it's exciting because it's new, and so we're going on a different walk every night, and we're getting a lot of fresh air. And because we're extreme budgeting, like our food is like rice, beans, tortillas. It's not 100% healthy, but it's simpler. When we had like our real kitchen, we had all kinds of potions we could throw into a meal. You'd have 7 different kinds of condiments and sauces and things that I think kind of complicated it. But now we're just kind of appreciating the simplicity in food and the simplicity of just going outside and going for a walk and not necessarily like pushing ourselves to we gotta get our exercise in and all that, because I've been down that road before. I used to exercise like practically 7 days a week and worry a lot about my health, and now our lifestyle is healthy. So that's a really cool update I guess we can give our friends and family, is that we do feel really healthy.
Yeah. Okay, Adventure to Anywhere says, how cold is it there? And tell us Floridians about the cold. Well, to be honest, it was 82 degrees today, which is probably cold for you guys. But at night it gets down. Tonight it's going to get down to 49 degrees, so it does get a little colder at night. Um,
Sorry.
but it has been pretty warm past couple of weeks. It'll cool down when it rains, but then it just heats right back up again. Colorado, if you've heard the expression, if you don't like the weather in Colorado, wait 5 minutes. It's true. The weather is changing constantly. Right before we were setting this up, it was raining pretty good, and
Our chairs are wet.
yeah, our chairs are wet, and it was hard to get the fire started.
Yeah, it was almost going to be hilarious with the fire because it would not start. And it's like half the fires when you go out camping, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
You can't get the sucker to start. And it would have been comical for you guys to see, but we made it.
Miles in My Boots asks, where are you going next? Miles in My Boots, you guys should know us, and we have no clue where we're going next.
We do have a wedding in Utah in August for
Yes.
our son who's getting married. So
Yeah, so we'll be in Utah in August, but that video will, I mean, we're 2 months behind, so it'll be October by the time you see a August video. We're actually slowing down on our filming so that we can catch up to you guys and be more present. We have, well, we've been in the same state for almost 2 months now, but we've made a few videos here.
Yeah. Well, and we'll never be up completely to speed because it's nice to have a few weeks buffer so we can kind of work ahead of ourselves. And also for security too, in case there's some weirdo out there watching us, they don't know exactly where we are in the moment. But we do want to be a little nearer to you guys so that when we're excited about something, we can just post about it or talk about it on video, and then you guys are right there with us.
Yeah.
Just kind of like this, but not exactly as live.
Yeah, almost live.
You got any other good questions? That was a good one.
Have you found any gold yet from Deanne?
You know what? I am not patient enough for gold. It's very hard. It's a lot of digging and panning and digging and panning. And you guys, Deanne and her husband, they are getting into prospecting. And so you guys probably already know how hard a work it is for little pay. But if you do run into that gold nugget, then it's worth something. So I do see the draw with it. But yeah, no gold yet. We have the gear to do it though. And maybe you guys can teach us some stuff because we don't really know what we're doing. We've just seen a couple YouTube videos. We watched Dan Hurd prospecting on YouTube, which a lot of our Rockhound friends probably know of. But
Deanne, if you're getting into gold, you should check out Dan Hurd, Hurd. He used to be a teacher, and he used to teach gold prospecting, and a lot of his older videos are about gold prospecting. And he's very charismatic, and he's very entertaining to watch. Oh, she already watches him.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Him and what's his face? He's so funny.
Jeff Williams.
Yes, ask Jeff Williams on YouTube. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. He's one of my favorite prospecting channels.
Hello, Zen Garden. And yes, thank you. It is a beautiful spot.
Zen Garden, that name sounds so familiar. We must already chat with them in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that name.
Okay, we don't have any questions yet.
Okay. I'm gonna move.
Okay. not a lot of smoke.
Mhm. So,
Your mom still says she cannot comment. I don't know how to explain that one to her.
well, how about Mom? If you have any pressing questions, message it over to us, and we'll try and capture it that way, and then we can answer it here.
How do you do your screenshot?
Now, I
Go
do
ahead.
want to talk about some things that are coming up, video-wise. We do have a short video coming up on Wednesday of Great Basin, but we do have another exciting video on Sunday that, well, they're all exciting, but on Sunday we have a special guest. His name's Austin, and he is currently running across America. That's his goal. He's halfway done. And we had the honor of being able to spend the day with this guy, and he's a young man. He's like 25 years old and very wise beyond his years, and he had a lot of really just wise things to say. I felt like there was some really great advice in there, so definitely kind of a different video, which a lot of our videos are different. We're all over the place, but I hope that you guys enjoy that one on Sunday. But was she able to get her question in?
I don't know. I had to close the chat to show her, and I can't see the chat now.
Oh. Sorry, Mom. Next time we'll give you some instructions beforehand. But there is a thing that says live chat, and I'm sure a lot of people here can relate with having to help their mothers with some technology stuff. So.
Well, she did say Jay couldn't chat at first.
Oh.
But Jay was answering asking questions in here.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So, let's see. There was some other things I wanted to talk about. Do you remember what? This is why we should write down notes and plan things.
We are not planners. We are very spur of the moment people, and we like spontaneity. It's part of the adventure.
That's what it was. We wanted to talk about our why. Our why for
why we do this.
For doing this. Why do we have a YouTube channel? And
why do we live in a minivan?
Yeah, why do we live in a minivan? We live in a minivan because it's what we had, and we were saving for. We were going to get one of those really nice Sprinter vans and build it out, but we realized that by the time we saved the money to do that and get the van, then we'd have to save money to be able to go use it, and we'd probably only be using it on the weekends, and so that was a why there. That's why we have the minivan, is it's what we had, and we realized that we didn't really need a whole lot. We just needed to get from one place to the other and be able to sleep and somewhat cook some meals and all that.
We were a little skeptical about leaving for full time in a minivan. We didn't know if we were going to last. We had our doubts, and we said we might as well just try, because I mean, you only live once. You only get one chance at this life thing, and if you wait and wait and wait for the right moment, then the right moment never comes. So you kind of have to just go for it.
Yeah, and we had to kind of give up the idea of having a sure 100% retirement, because we're kind of starting from the ground up. We literally have started this from the bottom, and we don't know if we'll have a solid retirement, but the idea is to build a life that you don't need a vacation from, and that's what we're trying to do, and it feels really good right now. It's a struggle, but we're we're living a wonderful life. We're very happy.
Yeah.
But that's kind of our selfish why we do this. There's other reasons. So we have a lot of friends and family who are disabled. You have how many siblings? I lose count every time, and I wish Linda was on here to give me the right number. But you have like 17 siblings or 18?
15.
We have to count them all the time, and
Yeah, I lose count.
but most of them, he has one biological sister, and most of them were adopted, and they all have special needs, and you know, or physically disabled, and us being able to kind of go out in the world and capture these adventures for other people like them and people that we've met from starting this channel that have said to us that they can't get out there anymore. It's a huge motivation for us.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a drive. And our other why would be the environment is changing constantly. Places that we've been to before have been struck by wildfire, and we'll never see them the way they were again. So
Yeah.
kind of capturing things before they disappear or change.
We got another question now.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. So Zen Garden, which is Brad.
Oh,
From
is
the
that Brad?
Metro, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Says, do you guys ever have any trouble sleeping at night ever? And if so, what do you do to help you sleep? We usually don't have problems sleeping, but I do listen to like those 11-hour YouTube videos that are like just, you know, for sleep music.
Yeah.
Occasionally I'll put on like Thunder and Lightning, things like that. I have a bunch downloaded on my phone so that we can listen to them when we don't have service.
Yeah. I think overall we've had the best sleep out here than we did at home. It's a lot quieter because we're out like way out in the boonies. Like I haven't seen somebody drive by in I don't know, maybe a couple days, a day or two. So that's really nice having that quietness and just nature sounds. But I can be an insomniac, and it comes and goes. So sometimes I just can't sleep. So I'll take melatonin or, you know, read a book or whatever. But yeah, for the most part, I'd say our sleep is better out here. And also, by the way, guys, how many channels do you guys have? It's hard to keep track with y'all. So I'm gonna have to check out Zen Garden and see what you got going on over there. Yeah.
Your mom made it.
Oh, she made it.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. What's your questions?
She's talking to Dylan Wayne.
Oh, is Dylan in there?
Dylan Wayne.
Oh, nice. Hi, Dylan. Nice. Wow, thank you guys for showing up. That's awesome. Yeah, you just don't know when you do these lives if there's just going to be me and you talking to a phone. So the fact that you guys showed up is really an honor. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah. And we want to do more of these lives because, I don't know, it's nice to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times it's just us, you know, just talking to a camera and there's nobody. I mean, you guys are there, but we don't get to experience that. I mean, like the videos you guys watch are like 2 months ago we experienced that, and now it's kind of, you know, just we have so much more we want to share with you guys than just that.
Yeah. Well, and my mom just mentioned, she said that there's some hellacious storms coming. Where was that? In North and South Dakota. So we're not in North or South Dakota, but we will be eventually. That's we actually have something coming up that we can't really talk about just yet, which I hate to do that to you guys. But we do have something coming up in North Dakota in a couple months. So hopefully those hellacious storms are gone by then, so my mom can be rest assured that I'm safe. And your mom's in there.
Oh.
She
Hi,
said, "Hi
Mom."
guys, driving home from Mount St. Helens, but having fun listening." So they just went and saw a volcano today, which is awesome. Mount St. Helens. So I think a lot of you on here are Washingtonians, but that's one of our big volcanoes that erupted back in 1980. Yeah. Very cool that you guys went to see that. I can't wait to see the pictures and hear about it. Oh, and miles in my boots. Did you ever sleep in places where you were not comfortable?
We've only had to do that once.
Yeah, I felt kind of, it was in Utah, outside of Salt Lake City, and maybe it's a separate time,
Oh,
but
it is a separate time,
we
but they were
were
both
like,
in Utah.
we had stopped in this parking lot to sleep. It was on our overlander. It was a legal place to camp, but we got the knock right away. A police officer came. Oops, my earbud fell out. All right. Hold on, guys. So we got the knock right away.
Hold on. Finish fixing it. Okay. Now
Okay.
say it.
Yeah.
We got the knock right away. And
Yeah.
if you guys don't know what the knock is, everybody lives in a van always fears the knock, and that's when you're all ready for bed and you're all snuggled up in your bed, and a police officer knocks on your door, and most of the time they tell you you got to leave. So you have to move everything from the front to the back of the van again, and then wake up enough to find another spot. And sometimes there's not another spot for 50 miles.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
But he let us stay there. He was just checking to see if we were riffraff, and he was telling us that weird stuff happens up there and that we needed to be careful and blah blah blah. So hence the whole night, every little noise I heard, every car that drove by, I thought was somebody up to no good. So it really wasn't a realistic fear. It was just something that was, I don't know, it just was instilled in me by what he said. But I don't know. I guess it could have been a real fear. He wouldn't have said it if there wasn't anything. But I want to say good night to my sister, Sandy. Thank you for staying up late. She's an early bird and lives in Texas. So I love you. Good night. And hi, Sue. Sue, you figured it out. Thank you for joining us. That's awesome.
So my time that I was uncomfortable sleeping was when our car broke down and we had to spend the night in the Napa parking lot in Moab. And I get up to go to the bathroom at night, and in the city there's no places to go to the bathroom at night. So I had to get up and I had to find a place to go to the bathroom. And as I was coming back to the car, there was a police car just cruising up and down the street slowly. Probably had a call that somebody was peeing outside. I don't know. But I had to walk all the way around the block like twice before the cop left so I could get back in the van.
Okay, so we got a couple things. Deanne said, "Oh no, that would be my fear too. I think I would have to train myself to adjust to van living. It does take a little bit of adjustment, but I think you could do it. You're tough." And then Dylan says, "What kind of interesting wildlife have you got to see?" All kinds.
Yeah, lots. Moose, elk. We went for a walk last night, and there was a deer just watching us.
Yeah, like
nice,
a huge buck, like
yeah,
giant.
Buck. All sorts
foxes.
of foxes, all sorts of bugs. I mean, we live with the bugs. We're learning a lot about bugs.
We are. I got stung
Last night.
last night. We were putting away the chairs. It was dark, and Charlie's hat was in this cup holder, and I pulled it out so it didn't stay outside. And there was something in it, and it stung me. And I like made this sound that he'd never heard before
It
because
was
it
very-
startled me.
It was like a guttural sound. Like I thought she got shocked with electricity or something.
It was a little weird.
Yeah.
But it turns out it was a wasp. So everything's good. It wasn't a scorpion or anything. But like being in strange places makes you think a little bit more about what the wildlife that you should be afraid of is. Because in Washington, in Western Washington, there's not really much. We have black widows and brown recluse, but you never see them. And the rattlesnakes are all in Eastern Washington, and so we don't really have much to be afraid of.
We have not seen a bear yet, and we have not seen a rattlesnake yet, and we've seen one possible scorpion, but that was in Oregon.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Surprisingly, yes.
We went hiking here. So, spoiler alert, we went to Rocky Mountain National Park, and we went on a really cool hike. And we were hiking along, and there was these ponds. And all of a sudden, we saw that there was these moose just laying, because it was a really hot day, and they were just laying in the pond soaking. And
It was cool.
it didn't startle them that we were walking by. We were a good distance away from them, and it was just beautiful. It was a really cool experience seeing them just kind of chilling like that.
The national park has a rule of thumb. They say that if you can stick your thumb out at arm's length and hide the animal behind your thumb and not see any part of the animal, you're far enough away. So
It's a good rule of thumb.
it is a very good rule of thumb.
All right, let's see. Yeah, Deanne says, LOL, yes, we don't realize the dangers as much over here. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
in Western Washington as well.
I honestly have. There was one time, a couple weeks ago actually, where a couple was walking their dog by, and we were cooking breakfast, and they had passed us, and then they come kind of screaming up in their car and say, and they tell us that there's a bear 150 yards down the road from us, and that kind of made me a little nervous. But I mean, we're out in the woods all the time, and I don't really get afraid of animals. I'm more afraid of like the wind blowing and a tree falling on top of me than I am about because that almost happened to me once.
We should share that footage sometime because it was like something out of like a scary like end of the world movie because these branches were falling all around them. Adventure to anywhere. Favorite place you've camped so far?
Oh, there's
Like
been
choosing your
so
children.
many.
Yeah.
I really like I keep calling it the Mogollon Rim, but apparently it's the Mogollon Rim in Arizona. It's like we camped right on the edge of this. It was in our old intro. This cliff, like 1,000-foot drop cliff, and you could just see nothing but a sea of trees, like to the horizon below us. It was cool.
That was really cool. It was, if you guys, for those that have been following along, it was the video where we were like dancing in the sunset. It was that spot.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got some really cool shots there. I have many favorites. The more recent favorite would be in the San Juan National Forest here in Colorado because it was the Colorado experience. Like it was a grove of aspens. We had this babbling brook, and we stayed there for like a week, and washed our dishes and our laundry with the creek water, and it was just like, and there was yellow wildflowers everywhere, like dandelions, and for some reason all the flowers were yellow, all the different kinds.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
And we did some collecting of like wild plants. Like we found chives and
Yeah, wild chives.
yeah.
They were good. We had them in some potatoes.
It was so good. Yeah. So that was really cool. And then Lakeview, Idaho, I think has been our long-standing favorite. It's this. How long is that logging road?
So it's 80 miles long, but the good spot is right in the middle, and it's 40 miles to pavement either way, and it's just this gravel road, and it wasn't Lakeview, it was Whiskey Rock.
It was on the way to the closest town was Lakeview.
Yeah, the closest
but,
town was
yeah.
Lakeview, but there's this free campground out there called Whiskey Rock Bay, I think it is. It's right on the Lake Ponderay, and it's gorgeous. Like you got lakefront camping, and it's beautiful.
I had really good fishing access. For some reason, I didn't catch a thing, but that might be a me problem and not a fish problem because the access was beautiful. Like they had these long piers, and then there was tons of big boulders that you could go out on.
Are we getting dark yet?
No,
good.
we're still.
Okay.
You guys can still see us. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. We have a light just in case. So we're probably gonna run. The latest we'll go is to the top of the hour. So, so you guys can kind of plan your nights too if you're planning to stay the whole time. Adventure to Anywhere said that sounds lovely. Let's see. Any other questions, you guys?
Our favorite camp spots are far from people. Like just being out and being alone, like way out in the sticks is perfect for us. We love it. This place we're here now, there was only one other person this weekend camping, and it's probably about a quarter mile that way. And there was a couple of side-by-sides and ATVs that drove by, but this is a pretty secluded spot. And once Monday comes around, ain't nobody out here but us.
Yeah, we tend to try and find our spots like Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday's the best day to go find a spot to just stay. Like our 4th of July spot, that was probably the longest stay.
Yeah, that was a Tuesday.
Yeah.
To Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday to Tuesday, and we ran out of ice.
That's a
we,
big issue for us.
Yeah, we like ate everything out of the cooler that wasn't a condiment, and
we were on our last bit of water.
We were on our last bit of water. We seriously when it came to washing dishes, we were like, that's too much. A few drops, and
we didn't want to have to run to town.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the places we go, obviously you've seen, are pretty rough roads for a town and country.
Yeah, so you're weighing okay, am I gonna put extra wear and tear on the car just to go get a bag of ice and a couple cans of beans or whatever? So we really made it stretch, and honestly, we should have documented it because I mean, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
You get to where you're playing a game like how far can we make the supplies stretch, and we got another water jug.
Yep, we got another 6-gallon water jug after that trip, just so we could stay out longer periods of time. But yeah, it's hard for us not to document all these things because I mean we want to share, but we also don't want to be 6 months behind again on our videos.
Okay, so our friend Jeff, Hunting Rocks, is in.
Hi, Jeff.
He said, so I got to know, you guys know I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. Have you ever seen anything, ... Science cannot explain.
Have we?
There's always there's those random noises.
Yeah.
We were hiking through the woods yesterday, and we smelled like a dead animal, and it probably was a dead animal, but I didn't see a dead animal anywhere.
Yeah.
And that always makes you think, like, because everybody says, like, if you, you know, if Bigfoot's around, it's going to be a stench that's just awful. And so, like, did we smell Bigfoot?
Well, and it was weird because we smelled the dead animal and then it went away. And then probably about another 20, 30 yards or more down the trail we were on, we started to smell it again. So,
Yeah, it was a little weird. So yeah, Jeff, crazy things happen out here.
yeah.
And then let's see here. Oh, and Miles in my boots said those spots are the best ones.
Yes.
And my mom, well, she wants close-ups, and she says, "Hi, baby." So embarrassing. Stop it, Mom. That's cute. I love you, Mom. And I'm not embarrassed of you at all. Maybe there was a time that I was, but not anymore. But yeah, so Jeff Hunting Rocks, since he just came in, his channel is actually Hunting Rocks, one word, as you'll see in the comments. He's another great one to follow. He's your rock hunting guide, so he takes you to different areas. He's based in Missouri, so out there they're finding, like, we're seeing them find all kinds of fossils and druzy and cool stuff out there. So him and his buddy Dustin finds rocks. So
We got to make it out there one of these days.
yep, that's our goal, is to get out there. We're gonna see every name on this in this chat is somebody that we want to go see in person and maybe do a collaboration with. And we just did that collaboration with one adventure at a time, and that was really inspiring to us, that we need to go meet our people, because so far everybody we've met that is a YouTuber that, you know, we watch each other's channels, has been so like-minded, and I think that we kind of grow from each other, and it's important to get together and do these collaborations. So
Yeah.
definitely something we want to do. Miles in my boots is losing connection. I'm so sorry, guys, but I mean, thanks for hanging on
Yeah,
this
it's good
long.
to
If you
see
gotta
ya.
run, you gotta run. Don't feel like you gotta hang on. We're just gonna hang on for another 10 minutes or so. But we love you guys. Thank you for coming on. Let's see. And Jeff says, "Meh, I'm not nearly as good as Adventure Closet. You guys are the best."
Thanks.
Stop it. No.
So if you guys want a sneak preview of what's coming up this month, we have we found this place in Utah that we found some of the best agate that we've ever found, which is pretty good. What else we got coming up?
Gosh, it's all a blur. But we do, yeah, after we went to the Grand Canyon, and
Well, that's not coming up
oh,
soon.
well, it's coming up. Okay. We're spilling the tea here on everything.
Yeah. So this month, in videos, we have Cedar Breaks, which is a national monument in Utah, which we've heard of, like driving by it, but we've never actually heard anything about it. And it's actually pretty beautiful. You guys will like that video. And then Bryce Canyon National Park, we did
Yeah.
that. And then
That was beautiful.
what's coming up this weekend?
Austin. I think I already told them about the Austin one, the man
Yeah, you did at the
who's
beginning.
running across America. I really hope you guys see that one. And then the one coming up immediately on Wednesday is Great Basin, and it's a short one. And we like to throw in a short one every now and again, if I can talk right, to kind of reward you guys for putting up with our long videos, because we don't have the shortest videos, but we're trying to tell a story with our videos, and it's difficult to throw that into a few minutes. So we definitely appreciate you guys hanging on to the last minute on these videos. It's huge. It helps our channel a ton. So
Yeah.
thank you guys.
I try to keep them under 30 minutes, but some of them go 40. Um, it's tough when there's just so much cool stuff out there in the world to share with you guys. It's hard to chop it down for you guys.
Yeah. And we're getting lots of love from everybody. Taryn misses us. My mom misses her kids, and I miss you too, Mom. And Taryn, I miss you. Um, we're we're so lucky to have you guys back at home. Deanne says, I am so excited to see everything. Oops, let me fix this. Everything coming up sounds amazing. I prefer the longer videos, and they are perfect. You know, we have gotten that somebody actually told us, I wish this one was longer. So
Yeah.
I don't. Our goal isn't to make them longer. Our goal is to just kind of make them flow, so that you feel like you have this progressive story that ends feeling good. Like, we love the idea of a feel-good 80s movie, and you probably have noticed that we have some kind of 80s-ish tunes in there sometimes, because we want people, leaving our show feeling good, like they saw something that made them smile today. So.
I do wish that we could license any music, like any 80s songs, because that would up our game a whole lot. But licensing for those costs probably about $2,000 a song for a single use in a video. So until we're multi-billionaires, which is not going to happen, we won't be using real 80s music in there.
I hope you guys are enjoying the marshmallow. I hope that really feels like you've got your poker stick and a marshmallow there. That's the goal we were going for with this shot. So I'm sorry, but we'll probably end up eating that marshmallow.
We are getting kind of dark.
Oh, who is your favorite band from the 80s? So from Brad.
That's a good question.
Just shed some light on us.
Yeah. Did that brighten us up at all? Or can you tell
I
yet?
think so. I think I gave a little bit of light there.
Favorite 80s. Whew, there's so many.
I'm a huge Cyndi Lauper fan. I love Cyndi Lauper. But she's not really a band. She's like a one-woman band.
I mean, Michael Jackson
Yeah.
had some of the greatest music. I mean, Michael Jackson's music stands up to today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I feel like all the good rap was in the 80s.
Oh, that did shed some light on us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see us. You're welcome, Mom. You can see us better. Yeah. So yeah. I'm trying to think what it's hard to pick your favorite band. Like,
Yeah.
especially because our music is so all over the place. Like, we listen to crazy stuff all the time, and most mornings we're listening to reggae, just sitting out here listening to reggae music, relaxing, drinking our coffee.
It's very uplifting,
It is.
happy music to wake up and have breakfast to. Reggae music.
Yeah, start your morning with Bob Marley. It makes everything better.
Yeah.
And then we're listening to classical music and stuff at night to go to bed, and so we're really all over the place with music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan loves the reggae. Yeah. So I guess in our last 5 minutes, I guess we can kind of reflect on how this live went. I was really nervous to start. You guys could probably tell. And the smoke was getting in my face, and it was really awful. But I instantly got comfortable.
The rain didn't help at all.
Yeah, the rain right before setting up, it was a little bit stressful because everything was wet. But I think this got better as it went on. So.
It did. Yeah, I was pretty nervous to do a live because it's different when I can edit out the mistakes and the bad camera angles and things like that, but going live is I mean, it's not bad.
Mhm. Yeah, Yeah, I think we will do this again. I don't think we're gonna overuse it. I think a live is something that we'll do on occasion as a special treat. Um, just so we have things to talk about when you guys do gather around the campfire with us. And I kind of like this theme of campfire chat. It,
We actually did a video that never saw the light of day that we were going to call Campfire Chat. That we just had a campfire, and this was like at the very beginning of the Adventure Closet, and it just ended up being like the audio wasn't great, and yeah,
I think we should bring it out to the light of day one day, though. Maybe
I'll
as we're a little
see
further
what I can
along,
do, yeah.
just kind of pull it back as a throwback. The audio might suck, but you know, honestly, sometimes our audio does suck, and sometimes our camera is shaky, because we're just trying to give you guys the experience, and it's not always going to be perfect.
None of our videos are planned, by the way. We just pick up a camera and have you guys follow us around on our day, because that makes it more true to life, and that brings you guys along to experience everything with us as well. And I think that has become our style of just, you know.
Yeah, it's just easier for us to just kind of take you guys along, and then it becomes an editing nightmare sometimes because we're picking up different cameras. But
Yeah.
it just, I don't know, it just gives a real approach to what's really going on, and that's been a huge awakening for me. I don't know about for you, but to be my real self on camera, it has taken so long for me to get to this point, and it's really freeing to be able to be comfortable talking to the world like this.
Yeah.
And I still have my moments. Like when we started this live, I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And it was fine. And I think that's how I've grown from it, is realizing that it's fine. Nobody was like, oh, hey, look at that goober over there on the internet. Everybody's been kind, and that has helped me grow. So I don't know if you felt that.
Yeah, I've become a lot more comfortable as time goes on, and as you guys are more interactive with us. That's weird.
Oh, yeah. There was a weird noise.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's just it's becoming more and more easy to be myself in front of you guys.
Yeah, definitely. And let's see, a couple more things. Jeff, I love hunting rocks. I love unplanned videos. I never plan. I may have an idea, but I love the realism.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we appreciate about your videos too. You're just out there kind of candidly talking to us, telling us about the rocks, and
Yeah.
It's real. It's nice to see real people. And Deanne said, "Did you hear that?" She must have heard that too. There was a weird sound.
They must be still getting the audio from the camera, which is probably why we're quiet.
Yeah.
We put in these little earbud things to hope that it would have a better microphone, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, just set up the Bigfoot. And my mom asked if we have bug spray. We do have bug spray. It's not really buggy tonight, so I try not to use it, because then you just smell like bug spray, and we only can shower every so often, so it kind of sucks when you do use it.
And it's not a lot of mosquitoes here. It's a lot of just flies, like just house flies, basically. And they only get you during the day in the sun.
Yeah, and they can be bad.
Yeah, there's only a couple of mosquitoes here.
But we are at the top of the hour, and I'm so grateful you guys are here, and I don't want to keep you longer than is needed. And I want to leave you wanting more for the next time we do this live. And maybe we'll be a little more prepared for the next live, but your questions definitely help with the flow. That was amazing. So thank you guys so much for that.
Thank you.
But I think we're gonna put this fire out probably a little bit later. We'll probably hang out a little while longer. But we're gonna say good night.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, thank you for coming along. We love you and we appreciate you, and your support does not go unnoticed.
Yes, thank you.
So who's gonna turn the camera off?
I will. Bye now.
Bye now.
Maybe I should just let you sit here for a while uncomfortably.
Oh yeah, because everybody's saying nice things to us. That's so nice. Oh, you guys are awesome. We know the coolest people.
Yeah.